terms of her tank shredding ability, that is insanely powerful, and she has the tools to try and dodge away from some of the more predictable CCs.
But who is going to pilot the Vayne as well? Like, do you put it on your mid laner? Do you put it on your traditional AD carry player? There's so many different options here for the Unicorns of Love. Currently, it's Santa's on it, but I assume they're going to switch that over to No Man's with Gadget being the Jhin. So, the Vayne, following the set around, is the expectations. There we go, swapped over.
Their drafts, because we've seen against really low-range compositions in the past, which, again, we're looking at with Supermassive here. They picked the Swain in the bot lane. When you have to dive into the Swain, Swain completely destroys anything you're trying to do. Now, with a lot of beefy frontliners stacking up HP, building armor, Vayne
consistently in the TCL was this guy that would carry the team through the late game.
Sensing a mid lane fight, Snowflower goes in.
He dives in, the sun's going to land on Santos, here's the unstoppable onslaught, the ace in the hole comes out as well. There's the face breaker, Santos low, but not quite low enough. Supermassive dive 5 members deep, and now Cacao being stunned up. Watch out, eat first blood over to the Unicorns, the curtains open. Snowflower's the next target. Armored trying to tank up these shots from the curtain call, and will keep Snowflower alive.
The Unicorns keep finding this fight time and time again, and once again it is No Man's to get the kill off the back of it. The stun may well fall onto Balulu. He's pretty tanky, so he's able to walk that one off no problem, but immediately out of that kill, that first blood in the mid lane that No Man's
try and change that. Snowflower's still only 5. 3 levels behind his AD carry, and that solo player is so important as Boss fights in the top lane. Armor does have the unstoppable onslaught, but he's going to get caught in the double cyclone, tries to get away, but the pain train is met at the station by the monkey. Boss dives forward, flashes in, one more shot is enough. Boss gets a solo kill in the top lane.
Oh, and Armut can't reach it. Boss said, why is everyone hyping up this guy in the top lane? He hasn't faced me yet. Gets that solo kill on the Wukong. Beautiful stuff, and now we have to find the bot lane.
Snowflower knocked up with Glacial Fissure and taken down by Gadget. 3-0 now to the Unicorns as they look to dive this tower. And Nanasik, the one tanking, means they will just are getting fed, and that is the important thing for the Unicorns. They get their second Rift Herald of the game. There's an Infernal up in a minute 40. Cacao's getting forced out here. This is a 2v1, and No Man's just chasing him down. Teleport flanking in. Baloo looking for the face breaker, goes in with a showstopper to start it off. Ace in the hole used as well, and No Man's might have stepped a little bit too far. Cleanse popped on him in the end, but he will pop first. Boss jumping in, trying to get onto Cacao, who flashes the wall, and now Boss is exhausted. Boss is caught out, and perhaps this is what Supermassive needed, because they get another kill. Boss goes down, Cacao will fall as well. 2 for 1 in favor of Supermassive.
Armut can't enter the fight. He doesn't have a teleport. There's a Rift Herald in mid lane, so Ananasik is just trying to delay as Gadget comes around the flank. There's no tower here to defend. It is a 3 versus...
If you're Supermassive, actually quite like second. That. No Man's chasing with the...
He can just ult out of there, man. Or he can ult and turn it on you, because Cacao is sprinting towards you.
Smash. Maybe just didn't want to turn it. Didn't want to overstep on Zynon. Like, this Caitlyn will scale. She will be very strong, and she will have a front line to protect her, which is the important thing here for the for Supermassive. Balulu goes in with the face breaker. Gadget used the cleanse. Santa's the target, though, as he flashes underneath the turret and manages just to escape.
Was just stacking up that passive permanently on his W for that bonus HP. For the time being, ultimate dropped in mid.
Snowflower caught out, curtain call coming out. Zynon can't tank too many of these shots. One more is enough!
Boom! No! 50% coming through from Armut.
And the question becomes for Supermassive, do you give this one up? Like, it's not Soul, you can not fight if you want to, but then you force yourself into a position where you have to fight the next one. Perhaps if you can find a pick, you can do something.
They're going to go for it. Right now, Balulu is inside of the base. He wants a TP, but the Dragon's going down fast.
Dragon's already gone. It's taken out. The TP's coming in, and now Supermassive will look to force the fight. Balulu coming in from the backside, trying to get on Gadget. Uses the showstopper, pulls him back. The unstoppable onslaught from the top side of the fight as well, but you can see No Man's still alive, cleanses away, and Cacao's going to be the first to fall. Second goes Snowflower, and this should be a whitewash for the Unicorns. No Man's just dodging around as much as he can. The curtain's open, and the curtain's shut right in the face of Supermassive.
Supermassive get beaten the river once again. This time it's a late engage, and Unicorns punish them. No Man's had to use everything to dodge around there and get the damage done, but it's Unicorns all day long.
Just wasn't expecting the amount of damage that comes out from 280 carries at this point in the game. Baron next on the menu for the Unicorns of Love. 23 minutes in, they'll secure this with ease. And with a 7,000 gold lead as the Baron goes down. The Unicorns of Love are well in control of this game and of this series. 1v1 Armored once before. He doesn't need to do that now because Nomans and Ananasik are opening up the
It's getting so desperate. So Supermassive Balulu is still looking for the fight, but they're losing their inhibitor.
He's going for the gadget. There's still a cleanse on this Jhin. He's going to go down before he can even get it, but that is an inhibitor now in the top lane down, and there are minions pushing in. Unicorns of Love might actually just look to kill Armored here as they come down towards the bottom lane. Those minions not quite in tower range as Nomans gets caught up with the decimating smash, and perhaps is a little greedy from the Unicorns. They see the hole coming in from the side. Hits boss. Ananasik able to kill Cacao before he goes down. Zeitnot hits him with a final headshot. Nomans stepping forward once again, and now the Unicorns will retreat. However, Balulu has a flank position. Snowflower goes in. A beautiful solar flare. Zenith playing combo, and Supermassive are trying to say they're not done yet. Zeitnot still alive on the back line, somehow surviving life stealing from the minions. Santa's the only target left alive for Unicorns of Love, and Snowflower and Balulu will look to chase him down.
With their backs against the wall, Supermassive find the engage. It is Snowflower landing the insane combo and now catching out Santos. They're going to be able to finish him off for 5 total kills. They are still in this one. It is a long way away, and Santos is able to escape.
Actually, super important because he's still got the group draw show. Day 1 of the group stages. Saturday, game 1 starts at 10 a.m. CET as the fight begins. Nomans cleanses away on the back line, but look at this. The showstopper's going to get Balulu on towards Santos. Now Boss trying to do what he can. Balulu's almost fallen. Gets stunned up. The haymaker's not enough. The curtain's open as Jhin tries to rattle off those shots. Snowflower the first target. He's down. It's a double. But Nomans, they're looking for more. Nomans still alive, still healthy. So is Gadget. And now they have to try and catch out that Vayne. Cacao stepping forward. Zeitnot trying to get the headshots in whenever he can. But Boss still tanky enough to survive. Nomans goes down low. Half HP. Now they turn back towards the Mountain Dragon. Unicorns of Love. But here comes the TP as Supermassive are not done yet. Nomans has the shield. Double TP. Armored and Balulu on the chase. There is a blast cone, but you are blasted if you get there. Nomans shut down by Zeitnot.
Yeah, they're frantically pinging. They know there are super minions in their top lane. They're going to have to reset and find those, but they actually have to take the front-to-back fight. And if that's the case, how do you leech Nomans or Gadget? It is so damn hard.
Nomans put to sleep.
Maybe they've done it.
Put a trap underneath him. Solar Flare. Oh, QSS. Not used. Solar Flare still available. Front to back is happening. A Supermassive retreat back through their red side jungle. Unicorns of Love healed up. Ananasik gives Santos a helping hand and brings him back to full HP.
Without the sleep, I don't know if Supermassive want to stick around and fight this. They're waiting for that cooldown to return, but that's a longer cooldown. And as the poke lands from Ananasik, that's going to make it harder and harder for them to reclaim territory inside of the jungle. There's so many wards all over the place. It is so hard for Supermassive to approach.
Inhib in the top lane has just respawned. No super minions pushing in makes it easier for Supermassive to fight. The Unicorns of Love are eager to take this battle. Boss down towards the bottom side, trying to split his way onto Zeitnot. The curtain's open as they look for the shots. But Balulu gets onto the back line, and Boss might be the first to fall. The stopwatch is going to keep him alive for the moment. Balulu with the haymaker. The Baron goes down, and Unicorns of Love are the ones to secure it. Unicorns now stepping forward. Nomans tumbling around the fight like a madman to help Ananasik take down one. And now the chase is really on. Snowflower's going to re-engage, but it's all on Zeitnot. Use that rune hands. Use those headshots. He gets one, and immediately he's dived upon. The Unicorns of Love are going to groups.
The Unicorns of Love are going to take the LCL back to the group stage here at the World Championship. Ananasik and Nomans leading the charge into the base. They take down Supermassive 3-0.
One series away in 2015, one series away in 2016, one game away in 2019. But for the first time ever, Unicorns are going to groups.
They waited long enough, Medic. They waited long enough, and I couldn't think of a better squad to deserve to make it to the group stage. This team is inventive. They've got the new picks. They play the team fights.
JPO Việt Nam, đỉnh cuối đỉnh. JPO Việt Nam, đỉnh cuối đỉnh. Truy cập ngay jpovn.com.